Morning, lovelies. I just wanted to hop on this morning and continue the posts that I've been sharing recently around healing. And I was having a long conversation this morning with my husband, and we were talking about what healing means to us. And Leon's been doing A Course in Miracles for the last 3 years, I think. And we were talking about the information which is shared within that particular text. If you don't know the text, it's a spiritual book. It's a teaching aid, but it's also a spiritual tool for navigating life, basically. And we were talking about how there's only one way to heal, and that is to forgive. And when he first said that, I was thinking about all the other words that I'd used recently about accepting, acknowledging, learning the lesson, letting go. And then I really felt into this word forgiveness. And it's a powerful word. And, you know, sometimes I feel like that can be quite jarring to think, oh my God, I've got to forgive somebody who I feel has possibly done me wrong. And then we talked a little bit more about what that meant to forgive, and how ultimately as souls we are just love. You know, we're not anything else, we are love, and forgiveness is love. And therefore, if we can dig to the place within us which recognizes that the soul, the person, the individual, the human being or beings in our life that we consider to have done us wrong in some way, have created pain or hurt, if we can acknowledge that that person ultimately at their deepest core level is love, and that we have all entered into a soul contract. The people, the human beings that are part of our lives, I believe we entered into a soul contract with, to say, okay, this time around, I'm going to play this part in your play called life. I'm going to be the baddie. I am going to agree in this life experience to cause you pain, because I know that that pain that I cause you is going to predominantly create a lesson for you, and from that lesson you will grow. And you may not like me, you may not enjoy my company, you may not want to be around me, but I agree to do that for you because I love you. I agree to be that lesson for you. And so when we can feel into this idea of looking at life from this spiritual perspective, which is kind of what I do and ℍ𝔼𝔸𝕃 also supports, when we move into that space of understanding that the souls that we are connected to in this life have agreed to be part of this experience with us, then it also, for me, makes me think, oh my God, what a brave soul you are. You have agreed for me to be hurt by you, and you've agreed to have the experience, which for you is not going to be pleasant either, but you've done it because you love me and because I love you and because we want to learn lessons from each other. So when we can see life from this perspective, I also feel like it gives us the opportunity to forgive. So love is forgiveness, forgiveness is love. We are all love, we are all connected. And also I feel like when we can go to this place of forgiving other people in our lives, that creates such peace, because then we don't have to carry around the hurt and the pain. We can just let it go. As Dolores says, just release this stuff and let it go. But I feel like the word forgiveness encompasses all of the things that I've been trying to convey, really, that letting go and releasing, and that is healing. Ultimately, it's forgiving. We can forgive the souls who have created this experience, which we may have had pain from. And when we can forgive them, then we can also move into peace, and we can move into peace for ourselves. And then we don't have to hold on to the pain anymore. And obviously I appreciate that you have to be able to get to a certain place before this is going to be an aspect of life that we can look at in this way. And we have to have grown a certain degree to be able to move into that way of thinking. But I felt like it was important for me to share that with you today. I also feel as though it's part of what I'm going to be talking about in my ℍ𝔼𝔸𝕃 session. When I did my meditation, this is kind of what came up as well, which is why Leon and I had a conversation about it. So, my darlings, I would like to offer you the idea that the only way to heal is to forgive. I'm going to leave that with you, and I'm going to send you lots of love as always.